of actors I've ever worked with, and also the cameraman, Ollie Downey, was amazing. And I think it's all about writing. We had a really good script, so we had a very strong script, and the storyline was very strong, and the script worked, and that's the key to getting people involved, because we didn't have lots of money to pay everyone, so people had to like the project. So we had a very strong script, and then we gave it to Jo Hartley, who's our lead actress, and she's amazing, and she loved it. And I think because she got on board, it gave the whole project an air of kind of importance or grandeur. And so then we got other good actors on board, and so it became quite easy to bring really good people into it. And for me, it was very important to have that level of acting, and also with the camera work, just to make it look very classic. And we wanted to homage like 70s horror films, so we didn't have the shaky camera work. We tried to avoid MTV style editing, very quick cuts. So we let the story unfold on the screen with the camera work, and then with the actors' performances, and I think it works really well. Well, I think the obvious ones: Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Deliverance, and then American Werewolf in London in 1982. So it's those kind of films. I mean, especially Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The idea of people arriving at this place and everyone's insane and they get attacked. But I think no one in England has really made a film like that in England. So we wanted to kind of create that similarity with American films, like backwoods movies, but in an English setting, which I think is quite unique. And I keep telling people it's not a documentary about Northern England. It's a film, and so it's unrealistic, and I think it's a comedy, even though it's kind of quite extreme. But yeah, a homage. I mean, I love 70s films. I think that was the golden age of movies. Well, I think because what happened just before we started doing the film, we put an advert in the local papers in Thirsk asking for help, and I think a journalist spoke to the mayor of Thirsk and said these guys are coming to make a horror film, and the mayor had a look at my last films and thought they looked quite extreme, and I think he was worried that we were going to portray them as, I mean, like we do really, as these crazy sort of people. But again, I think he thought it was going to be like realistic, and whereas we would go in there to make something funny and unrealistic. And it's not about Thirsk. Thirsk is just a location. It's like I don't know if you've seen Trainspotting, but it's like saying everyone in Scotland is a heroin addict. It's just a location that we used. But once it was explained to the mayor that we were making a comedy and we're going to use the town and the lovely location, he actually supported the project. He's joined our Facebook page, which has been great. I think at first they thought, what's this all about? But then when they saw what we're doing, everyone got quite excited, and we actually had a lot of the townspeople in Thirsk as our extras. I think so, yeah. I mean, I think we got quite close. So I think what I like about Evil Dead and Reanimator is that when they were made, they were, I mean, and still to this day, they're quite extreme. They've both got scenes in it which I don't think they would put in the same film today. Like Evil Dead's got the woman being raped by the tree. And so what I liked about those films, even though they were horror comedies, they still had moments of really extreme stuff in there. So with Inbred, I think we've captured that same thing, because we have scenes where people really freak out, and our audiences are quite horrified, but then next to it we've got a scene with maybe some more comedy or slightly lighter in tone, and I think the reaction has been great. So we do get we make our audiences laugh and then sort of be shocked and then feel a bit ill, so I'm very happy with the reaction, and yeah, I think it's similar in vein to those films.